Oh, it's beautiful out. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm at a crossroads right now. I don't know if I should go to the highway or go visit my neighbor. What should I do? Go to the highway, to the right, or to the left, go visit my neighbor. Hi, Bree. To the right, or to the left? I think I'm going to the right, to the left. Yeah. It's not too cold out today, and there's going to be a little sun. Yeah. I got a neighbor up the hill I'm going to go visit. Just to say hi. How you doing? I needed to get out of the house for a bit, starting to go a little bit stir crazy. Always going a little bit stir crazy. I wanted to check if he's got his generator inside yet, because he needed help with that. And it'd be nice to see another human face. I love my dog, I do, but she can be pretty annoying. I need a little time away from her. But yeah, we're heading up this hill, then down the street to the end where my buddy Aubrey lives. My buddy Aubrey. He knows his stuff. He's a smart man. We've had a lot of snow so far. Yeah. Well, the guy's helped me out so much. He's a great dude. And I think spontaneous interactions like that are really good for the soul. And the walk will do me good. It is beautiful out. The camera doesn't do this hill justice. This is a big hill. It's all uphill until this point, and it's all downhill. I wish I had a sled. I would sleigh all the way down the hill. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'll show you where we're going. Way down there, way down there, that's a truck in the middle of the screen. That's not his place. There's still a bit to go. Yeah, I know, I need to slow That'd be fun. These hills would be. There's even one going down right now. It's not as steep, but it'll be fun. You know what? Crap, I'm not gonna get to see Aubrey. He's gonna get to me before I get to him. He's driving down the middle of the road as we speak. At least I hope that's him. No, that's a car. That's not Aubrey. Hello, Sunny Cat. MPTC, how you doing? That's a car. Probably one of my neighbors. Oh, it's you. I know her. So up the road, there's a horse stable and a dog groomer and vet. Yeah, there's my veterinarian. She just went by. She saved Moose's life. Actually, you're gonna get to see what's left. I hate how it looks. But you're going to see what's left of one of the buildings I was working on during the summer. I hate it. Because I was just basically following instructions and doing what he wanted. He wouldn't listen. So it looks like shit. And there's no way it was going to make it through the winter. It was going to be freezing cold, so he left anyways. But, and it looks like crap, honestly. It looks disgusting. I don't like the way it looks. It looks like a hobo shack. It doesn't belong. Would have been cheaper to just do a proper frame, lower to the ground, instead of all this particle board, all these sheet wood, this weird shape, these unbelievably high roofs, and instead of insulation, he used, I'm going to put it up. He wouldn't listen, but fine, whatever. He used concrete tarps. And we'll see that as we go by it. But he didn't want to listen. So he's left this place, and we're left with this eyesore there. Like, in theory, it could have worked, but not with particle board. And he should have insulated the floors and the ceilings, and it would have been fine-ish. Still would have looked like crap. So how is everybody today? This is what I'm walking through today. Beautiful woods. As far as the eye can see. I'm at the bottom of the hill. After walking up it and going down it. And of course we're passing that way. I'll show you the old farmhouses and old buildings that are probably going to fall down within the next few weeks. Heck, if you blow on this one building too hard, it's going to fall down. But there's a few dilapidated buildings on the property I'll show you. We'll see those first. We have bears, yep. Actually, see, I'm out of everything. I'm just right now. I'm eating my my preserves and supplies. Like yesterday, I ate a block of salt pork that I prepped in the summer. Saltiest thing I've ever eaten in my life. That and surviving off of pickled eggs until the 23rd. Another reason why I'm going out to Bother Aubrey, because he says he's got some pork sausages he won't eat because he doesn't eat pork. So I'm going to go up and kidnap those. But my neighbor last night gave me a little bit of bear meat mixed with pork meat. The bear he shot over the summer. And yeah. Oh, Sonny Cat, I wish he would build a proper shelter. You can do. I did it with just a tent and tarps. It's doable. I've been down a negative 40 in just a $30 Walmart tent. If you got enough sleeping blankets, you're fine. But if you have a cheap tent and tarps and you prep before the hand, you'll be fine. There's a military technique I didn't know was a military technique called packing. Where you pack bunches of leaves underneath your shelter, and around your shelter, and it keeps the warm in. I inadvertently did that by accident. Then I find out it's an actual military tactic to stay warm, which is freaking cool. Oh, Cat, my insides are feeling a lot better. And I find it hilarious that I buy fresh chicken. I'm not a big chicken fan either. But I bought some chicken drumsticks, fresh chicken drumsticks from the store. Cooked them up, overcooked them even, ate them. And I've got food poisoning from that. And yet, yesterday, I cooked a piece of pork that has been sitting outside in the sun for, not outside in the sun, but in a jar for the last 6 months. Since July. 5 months. Packed in salt. For about 5 months, I ate that, no problem. Not even an inkling of being sick. But chicken, destroy my insides. Oh, Sonny, that's a damn shame. It's not. I feel bad for him. Like, I think alcoholics and addicts, they need treatment, but you can't save everybody, you know. Like, it's a damn shame. And you're not going to save him if he doesn't want to be saved. If he's where he wants to be, unfortunately, you're not going to change that. No, I should have. But I'm doing a big restock of rice and other goods at the end of the month. Basically, the things I could preserve were things I were either foraging or I have a hard time keeping fresh, like eggs. I pickled hundreds of eggs, meat. But the plan on the 23rd is pick up a 25 kilogram bag of rice and some egg noodles, because I prefer egg noodles. I'll have about $200 to do a nice big stock up. because I have to spend another $200 to get the phone. I could go pick it up today, but the phone here that I've got is dying. It's on its last legs. The battery's kaput. And it'll cost more. Not more, but it's not worth getting the battery replaced. It's 5 years old now. So I wanted to upgrade, but I wanted to do it cheaply. And I bought a broken Google Pixel 10 Pro, the big one for photography and whatnot. I got that for $200. All that was wrong with it was the logic board is dead and the screen is broken. There's a person in Cochrane. He fixes phones. He's got it fixed already and it only costs $200. So, and with the trade-in, because he said he'd take this phone as well, it'll cost $200 plus this phone. And I got a Pixel 10 Pro, a $1,600 phone for all in $400. But as it is right now, I'm going to go pick it up on the 23rd and have a new phone. That's when I can. Like, I could do it today, but I don't have the money to do it today. And if I had the money to do it today, I wouldn't be doing it today. I'd be buying food. And here we are. We are. So, I'll show you guys the old house that used to be here. The old other house that used to be here. And a bunch of crap that's still here. And the cars and the vehicles. Okay, here we go. There's an old car, there's a building that used to be a house. This is all from the original owners. You can't go in there, it's not safe, but that's not the shed. There's another shed, I'll show you. There's a full airplane in it. Like you're talking the wooden airplane that they used in World War I kind of deal, World War II. Completely wood body, wood frame, wood everything. And it's an antique. Not something you'd fix up and fly around. You would die. But you see that? That looks like a nice trailer. It is not. Oh, there's Dave. That's Dave. But yeah, you see this nice looking trailer. Also from the original owners. They didn't take care of it. And now it looks like that. Oh, thank you, man. I'm very glad I got off the streets too. It was horrible for me. That shed there has an airplane in it. There's an old Jetstream camper. Inside is horrible. Scrap metal now, it's a shame. Same with that one. And yeah, there's an old, whatchamacallit, a grain, you drag that beside a tractor and it picks up grain. These are the neighbors' automobiles. I would not feel comfortable parking next to that house. Literally, I'm quite surprised it is still standing. Like, even part of the roof's caved in, and It looks. I've got my hand tilted, so it looks nice and straight. It's not nice and straight. It's tilted, like it's sinking forward. It looks like it's gonna fall down towards me. There's the other neighbors. They live. People are living. There's 2 people living there. That big trailer is for storage. It's where she stores her firewood and her rabbit food. She's got rabbits. Lots and lots of bunnies to eat. And here's my face again. So any questions or anything? I'm an open book. Well, Sunny Cat, I really do appreciate that, though. We're almost at my neighbor's road. It's not considered permafrost. I have grass and the soil is really wet. In fact, if I dig down, the snow comes early and it comes a lot. So, despite what's poking up, this snow is about 2 feet deep. If I was to dig down to the grass, you'd probably get water. Like that, the snow insulates the ground, so there's still running water underneath there. I could dig into the ground, especially right down where I am. The ground is still soft, and the water table here is so high, I would get water. The water would fill up the hole like instantaneously. Up here, I don't know, so because we're up on a hill, we're pretty high up on a hill. I believe the ground up here is a lot drier. It's less marshy, so I don't know. My mouth is dry and I've got thrush, I'm sorry. No Nintendo Switch. I have a PlayStation 5, but I've only used it like twice because I don't have that kind of power to run. I did pick up one of those little, they're trying to sell them on the retro shop now for $200. They're not worth $200. They got this little soccer ball button looking thing in the center. One of those retro clone consoles that has like 20,000 actual games on it. Picked one of those up for $20. Temu was awesome. And as soon as I get it, that's when I get those ads from the retro shop. So the one I've got for $200. It's disgusting. But this so far, Pokemon and Super Mario RPG have been keeping me busy on the worst nights. Hello, Mark. How you doing? But yeah, we're almost here. I'll be at my buddy's place, Aubrey's, in a few minutes. I will show y'all the thing I was talking about. But here's his road. My buddy lives right at the back of this road here. And I just need some actual human face-to-face contact, so I decided to take the half-an-hour walk to say, hello, how you doing? See if he needed any help moving his generator inside. Main generator to his porch, so he doesn't have to walk out in negative 30 to start it. Sunlight. And it's a big thing. I'd come up to check and see if he needs any help to lift it. If I'm good for one thing, the one thing is picking up heavy objects and putting them down for people. Oh, he's here. I smell his fire. This is his road. Now, I'll show you the place I was talking about that I'm really upset at. He just wouldn't listen when we were building it. I was wrong. He was right. And it could have looked really nice, but he didn't listen. It could have been warm, but he didn't listen. And he pushed everybody that was willing away to help him away. And he even eventually pushed me away too. And he left. So when I was up here, I was just doing exactly what he asked me to do. It really, not broke me, but I just gave up trying to do the right way and just started doing it his way. But you know, you can't help everybody. And looking at it hurts my eyes. I don't want to look at it. But that's it. Like, he just wouldn't listen. It had to be his way. The only thing he listened was to get the foundation down properly. That's why it's still level. But he wanted to use just concrete tarps for insulation. And he's not here anymore. And I feel bad for the guy. I really feel bad for him. But it is what it is now. Then you take a look at my buddy Aubrey's place. He's done so much to it, and he's not here. I come all this way to visit you, and you're not here. Oh, man, you suck. What are your tire targets? Man. Oh, no, he's here. No, he's not. Yeah, that's what I was saying, and that's exactly what it looks like. But then there's my buddy Aubrey's place. He's not completely done with it, but that's his place. He built this by hand. It looks great. I love it. But his truck isn't here, so he's not here. And I want to say I should probably go. But he did say I could take some meat. I'm going to grab some sausages. And there it is. He said I could take whatever I wanted because he's not using it. Like, this is the stuff that we got for free. And unfortunately now I'm completely out of everything. I don't own. No one's homeless up here. We don't own either. It's leased land. It's an off-grid homestead community. So that's my buddy Aubrey's place. It's actually a life lease, a life plus lease. So it's my land forever. And when I pass on, it doesn't end when I. Yeah, it's not much different from ownership at all. It's about the same damn thing, actually. And then we head home. But yeah, I'm, as I was saying, you don't understand how upset I am with that place there. It could have looked really nice. It could have been really warm. If, someone had have opened his ears and listened a little bit. But, some people, they're all right and you're all wrong. You don't need a super chat now to $10, but I am going to be making a campfire in the next couple days. I got to do a bit of work. I'm working on a video right now, trying to cook in snow. I'm going to be visiting I've got someone for me, but it's difficult right now without someone holding my camera. It is, I broke my tripod. And that's another goal when I go to town on the 23rd, is a new tripod from the dollar store. Because that's where all my stuff goes. It's hard for me to upload. I'm surprised that, thank you very much, Mark. It's hard for me to upload. In fact, I'm surprised I'm able to stream as well as I am right now. Because I don't have the Starlink. We haven't got enough sunlight to run Starlink. And without the power, I can barely keep my phone charged. Like right now. And without a charged phone and Starlink, this internet here is dead slow. So I can't upload, and I only got 40 gigs a month. But that's until we figure it out with the Starlink. I think my neighbor's going to be taking the device, hooking it up to his camper, because he's got more power than anybody. He uses an old Prius as a generator. And he never runs out of power. But now we just got to order a new wire for the Starlink to power it. Oh, it's coming. It'll be at nighttime. I'm gonna have to do some So the plan today is to bake some bread, get that on video. But I've been working on a few long form videos. One is a shelter build for cold weather in the bush, and I've been doing that with my neighbor Ithamar, trying to help him get comfortable, get on camera, because he wants to start his own channel. He's been doing my filming, and he's working on editing for me, because he's never done editing, and I'm horrible at editing anyway, so why not? get everything done. Life on Easy Street, we'll call it. But he's been doing that for me. And I've been working on a video to me, is it possible to bake bread in snow? And the first one was, I gotta make an oven, or a snoven as I'm calling it, an oven out of snow. First thing I did though was I wanted to test if it was possible to cook a meal on the snow, in the snow. So I made a rocket stove out of snow, and it works. And I've been trying different oven methods to bake the bread. Problem is, it's snow, it melts, and then it drips into the bread as it's baking. So bread is somewhat getting cooked, but it's more like pudding. Not good. Oh, the one I'm working on now is to build another snow oven. Back, and hopefully have the water, if there is any coming out, run down it and not into my bread. Hey warrior, how you doing? But as I was saying, here's a better look at for the stuff that was left behind by the original owners, except for that camper back there. That is Julie's. But there's a combine right there. Old sheds and all that. These trailers up here are from the old owners. This dilapidated building, it needs to be torn down very soon, or it's going to fall down. Old owners. I don't know if it's legal to ship bread across country, but I haven't got it working. At Pure Silicone, that's pretty... if I can, I will. But yeah, I've been trying to... the main one is I've been experimenting with a snow oven, trying to get it to work. And again, my neighbor's been filming for me. He's been doing that and the editing, because he wants to try to get into YouTube. And I think he'd do really well. He is very well spoken. He's got a great personality. And I want to say he's a decent looking man too, so he'll do well with the ladies. In fact, I think that'll be his key demographic. He's a very good looking man. Sunny Cat, I have made an oven out of mud. I've done that, and I've made the rocket stove. But the point of the video is not to bake the bread specifically, but to bake bread in the snow. That's the goal, is a loaf of bread made in the snow. I want to see if it's possible. Anything's possible if you try hard enough. But I want to do it. But it's thing like this, as I was saying earlier, it's a shame that these trailers were at one time beautiful places. It's a shame that it was left here to rot. In fact, not just to rot, for people to steal from. There was a wood-burning stove right there. Looks like someone nicked it. This makes me very sad. They left it here through so many winters without breaks. Now it's just trash. Trash everywhere. That could have been somebody's home. Actually, I was calling it a snuven. My snow oven, my snuven. To make my snow bread or my snred. And yeah, no, the point is I want to get more long form content out and short form, because the short forms have been doing pretty well recently, especially the older stuff and some of the newer stuff. And that helps out a lot. Like, that helps out a real lot. Especially like the end of this month, where now because of YouTube and a friend, 2 friends, this phone here is getting replaced because it's on its way out. Even though I have to thrift for it and buy a broken phone to get it fixed. Total of $400 in, and I've got a brand new-ish phone, the Pixel 10 Pro, instead of $1,600 brand new. The guy who fixed it for me in Cochrane was very fair, but being able to get something new like that, it's good. And, oh yeah, as I was saying, is the plan for the bread. I just want to make a loaf of bread and a grilled cheese. I want to bake the bread in the oven and grilled cheese on the rocket stove, all made out of snow. Not the bread, though. I don't want the bread to be made out of snow. Actually, not a bad idea. That's a really good idea. It's gonna be soon. It's gonna be soon. We've got 2 -30s coming up, and then the -50. But I'm gonna make the bread not just out of in snow, but using snow. I'm gonna melt snow for the water to make the bread. Oh, not much is happening. Just I'm heading home now. Tried to go visit my friend. He was not in, so just heading back. It's about a 20-minute walk from my place to his, and then back. Be faster if I wasn't chatting. Of course, everything would be. But we had a little bit of sun, so I'll charge up my stuff when I get home. They just naturally stay warm. I'm weird when it comes to my extremities. When it comes to my extremities, I don't wear gloves. It was -25 out the other day. Me and my neighbor Ithamar, we were up at Aubrey's place helping him offload wood. He got 3 quarts of wood delivered, and Aubrey's wearing these big thick gloves. He's wearing these big thick gloves. I'm just using my bare hand to throw the wood off the truck. We're there for about a half an hour, and my buddy Ithamar looks at me and asks me, like, "Are your hands cold? You're not having you're not frosted, right?" It's like, my hands feel okay. He takes his glove off and feels my hand, and it shocks him because my hands were warmer than his hands wearing gloves. my hands were warmer than he said. My hands felt as warm as his chest feels. Like, I don't know. Naturally warm hands, naturally warm feet, good circulation. I've had 2 visits by the moose. They're in the area right now, probably grazing, making their loop around. But I think I'll see them again in about a week or 2. That's what my neighbor Corey says, is you usually see them about every 7-10 days. They make a loop around, not the property here, but a very large area down to the crown land and whatnot, just grazing. It's March and April, you got to be careful. That's when they start like staying down in our area more seriously. And then you stop seeing them about May, when the bears start coming out in force. I don't know. The moose ain't gonna hurt you. I don't want to scare them away. Yeah, and what am I saying? The moose will hurt you. But I'm inside. It's early morning, and this was their home first. I don't want to. They have more rights to be here than I do. I don't cut the grass on my place and just let the wild grow wild. I like the animals. And I really like it when the pheasants and the grouse come by because I get extra food. I've actually started seeding, like throwing bird seed out on the front of my area near my camper, so they'll come even closer and make my dinner even easier. I don't have Bluetooth. I don't have Bluetooth speakers. I don't have headphones. I don't have anything like that. The only technology I really have is this phone and my video game at home. I'm not high tech. And I can barely work this phone too. But it's been a lovely, lovely walk. We're going back up the hill. And then I'm going home to cook some sausages. Yeah, Moose is at home. I do lock her inside. I do put her inside when I leave. She's good for about 3 hours by herself. I know exactly what she's doing. I've recorded her. And she just goes sit in bed, lays down, looks all sad until I get home. But before I ever go out, she gets her good run out. Like, before I left, I ran her for like 2 hours, fetched. And I turned the camper heat on max, so it's nice and warm in there. Thank you, Mark. Quick, someone chat $1 million. No, but she gets locked up. But she gets ran before then, and typically the only time I run the heat in the camper is when she's in there by herself. If it's just me and her, I'm running my small little heater, so that stays warmer, but it's not safe with her by herself because I don't want a flame in there with her when I'm not there to watch. So the main heat goes on, which eats through propane, by the way. That just demolishes propane. Like, it on its lowest setting, it eats through triple the propane. My small propane furnace, it uses on the maximum setting. And like, With the small one, with the 200 pounds of propane, I'll get about a month running it non-stop. So I'm warm at in the negative 30s and whatnot. But negative 30 and below with the built-in one, that's going on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's got to be up high. You run out of it about 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 200 pounds in about 3 weeks. And I'm all about conservation. Hi, fish Nikes. Getting close to home. But, yeah, that's a very large grocery store. And anything that's good, this year, brought it out, he threw it in the freezer. It had, that day, he couldn't sell anymore. Over a month. He collects everything for a month. And then on the 21st, Aubrey goes and picks it up, and he fills the back of his truck. You're talking like 400 or 500 pounds of meat and other prepared. Sorry about that. My phone died. Not died. I lost connection. There's a weird spot. Walking underneath those power lines, I just lose connection every time. Every time. It's something you just can't control. But I'm home now. Right here is home. I live down this way. Thank you, everybody, too. You have a great day, Mark. Just power and what the power lines always cut the phone off. I think he was here. This is home. That's not home. Nobody lives there. He comes up twice a year. The guy over there with all the cool campers, he's here 24/7. That's Ithamar. He is my direct, across neighbor. Down at the end of this road, Corey lives at the very end. The hippies live over there. I love them. They're good peoples. They're not really hippies. They're vegetarians. But those cool campers right there are Ithamars. It's right there. Not that house behind it. Right there with the solar. Well, it's been fun, guys. I love y'all. But it's time for me to head in, get something cooking. I gotta cook a sausage for myself and my dog because she deserves a sausage and I love her. And thank you again, Dark John. You rock. Glad you guys came along for the walk. But I am out. I'm home. I'm gonna go warm up. Love y'all. Bye-bye.